chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate. Sweet, sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Michael Tries, which is something that I probably haven't said in, over a year, probably. Maybe less, but certainly feels like it's been that long. Obviously, my content output has been absolutely terrible lately, but I do have a really good reason. I was recently promoted at work, so now I'm working full-time, which obviously cuts down on the time I can make videos. There was also a managerial shakeup recently, so my hours were very erratic. I had a split weekend for a couple weeks, which was a nightmare for my creative stuff because I would have one day, I would be working, I would have one day off where I was just exhausted the whole time, and then the next day I go back to work, and then 2 days go by, and then I'm off again, and then I'm exhausted, and then ad nauseum. So things have stabilized a little bit now, so I'm hoping to, start working on the video. I have a video filmed, but I'm really not loving it. I didn't love the script, I just filmed it because it was done. But I haven't really had the motivation to edit it. I do have a book review script finished or close to finished, that I'm hoping to have done probably in the next few weeks, and I'm hoping to have more stuff. But for right now, I was at work, and we got some new chocolate in, and I thought it would be a really good idea for a video. Technically, I'll tell you how it all started was, we got this new chocolate in, this company called Hammond's, and I had seen the box when it came in, and it really intrigued me because it said key lime pie. And that was, a very, interesting concept for chocolate. It was like a weird flavor, and I was like, oh man, that, I think, number one, I wanted to try it for the novelty, and I was like, that would be a cool video. And then I saw that we had, like 5 different ones, and then I looked at them, and like, we have one that's red velvet, which, that sounds just good. Midnight snack, which is milk chocolate, pretzel, cookie, peanut brittle, mallow, and cereal, which also just sounded good. Dark chocolate with sea salt caramel. And then a birthday cake flavor, which is another one where I was just like, and then I figured, if I was going to buy all 5 of them, I might as well, do a video documenting my reaction to them. So I think that's what we're going to do right here, right now. So we've got the 5 chocolate bars. I'm going to save key lime pie for last because this is the one that I'm most excited about. And I think we're going to start with the one that I think is the most normal and sort of move up. So I would argue that Seaside Caramel is probably the most normal flavor because that's just a normal flavor of chocolate. So we're going to take a look at it. Wonder if I'll get the golden ticket. All right, so let's observe. It's an old gold wrapper. It looks like it did break. Okay. So as you can see right here, it is split into segments, but this one is broken. But it does give us the opportunity to see that the caramel is very much a filling in this one. And it is very melty because, it's getting a little warm. So I will probably have to throw these in the fridge because I'm not going to eat, a whole bar of chocolate right away. But I am going to pick it up and take a bite. Get a good hunk of caramel in there. Oh. Well, that looks terrible. So the caramel is very rich. Making sure that I don't have like a string of caramel across my face. It's very rich. The dark chocolate is somewhat lighter. I would argue, it's not as bitter as like Hershey's dark chocolate. So it's probably I know that they have certain like percentage dark chocolates or whatever. So this one would definitely be a lower percentage, I think. But it's pretty good. I'm not really like a chocolate and caramel person, personally. I like dark chocolate, it's fine, but it's not my favorite. So it's, it's fine. It tastes exactly like how you'd expect. Should probably have water as a palate cleanser, but you know me, I live off of sweet tea. Alright, next I think we're going to do the red velvet cake, which is milk chocolate with ganache. I'm also going to, trade off because I figure we'll do dark, then we'll do milk chocolate, then we'll do white chocolate, then we'll do milk chocolate again, and then we'll do the key lime pie. Let's take a look at this one. This one is not coming apart quite as smoothly. It's not sliding apart. Okay, this one seems to be all mixed in with the wrapper. Now this one, the coworker that I bought it from told me that it was really good. That they had tried it, and oh my god. See, one of the things, and I think you know this about me, if you remember my Pepsi 1893, whatever that might be the Yellowstone series, 1823. Whenever, like, the Pepsi 1912, whatever, I was disappointed because they had different flavors, but they were not, like, they had, like, a grape flavor or an orange flavor, but they were not orange or purple, they were just the color of a Pepsi. So this one is so far, very positive for me, because as you can see, the red velvet chocolate, I don't know if it's coming across very well on the camera, but it does seem to have a red tint to it. It's certainly, like a reddish brown. It's almost like a brick, like a brick color, like brick red, which is always like sort of a brownish red. But I appreciate that, and I commend Hammond's for doing this, because when you make it the color of the thing it's supposed to be, it makes it 100 times better for me. Yeah. So I'm going to take a bite. You can see this is definitely like chocolate with filling. I'm going to take a bite. It's the ganache. The red velvet cake ganache, which I love that word now because of the Great British Bake Off. It's called a ganache. You have to have a white chocolate ganache. Love saying it in a British accent. Again, very rich, and also, somehow I am getting like red velvet. Now, again, red velvet cake has a very distinct texture, which obviously is missing here. But I am getting like a red velvet flavor to this, which I think is very interesting. We'll find that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a napkin for my unused, my uneaten bits. Because I'm not going to eat the whole thing right now, because I think that would be a little much. I had somewhat of a big dinner. Filling dinner, so I don't want to, potentially upset my stomach too much by overloading on the chocolate, but I do want to try all of them in one sitting. It is good, very sweet, very much like red velvet. I think it's interesting how they were able to get the flavor. And again, the coloring matters so much to me. Probably doesn't matter to anyone else. Alright, so next step on our journey is the white chocolate with confetti, which I think, see, and this is another one where, like, it's more so because it is, that is just the type of chocolate. But, like, this looks like a confetti, cupcake. It's like that, like, yellow cake with the confetti. So So I think that's interesting. Like I said, I'm not really a white chocolate person. Like, I've eaten it in the past, but it's not really my favorite. It's not something I seek out. So we'll see how it tastes. But I'm going to wager probably like sugar incarnate. That's incredible. It says white chocolate with confetti. But they put in, it's like a cookie. It's not like a Twix or like a Snickers, or I don't know if a Snicker has a wafer in it. Or like a Kit Kat. But it was like the moment I took the bite, it felt like a cookie and not a chocolate bar. Like I was expecting like the snap of a chocolate bar. And that's why I was kind of looking at it. I went like this because inside between the chocolate, instead of a filling like the other two, the caramel and the ganache, this just has like cookie crumbs in it. And it's got like the little confetti sprinkles. That is really good. It's not what I was expecting. The white chocolate is very subdued. And that was a surprisingly, surprisingly well combined flavor. Like the flavoring came out really good. Like that combo worked out really good because it felt like a cookie. I don't know if I could eat that all the time, but that one was good. That was good. That one actually right now is my current favorite. I'm hoping this one will usurp it because Midnight Snack sounds incredible. Because it is, it's also filled with items, but it is filled with so many fun items. So this one is a very unassuming bar. It has like bits that you can kind of make out, but very unassuming. Doesn't really look like much. Let's get a little cross section. So you can see it's even unassuming here. It's got like the bits in it, but it's very much, in keeping with any traditional filled chocolate bar. Like it almost looks like the interior of like a Hershey with almonds or like a Crunch bar. So that's very interesting in sort of the look. And this one definitely feels like chocolate. So we'll see. The milk chocolate, again, is rich. Not overly so, but... This is really good. It's got salty. It's got sweet. This has got like it's got a bunch of things in it. And I think it is doing all of them very well. And it is taking everything. Sorry, I know I'm not talking much in terms of like opinion on that, but it's only because it was so good that I'm like, oh my god, that was amazing. And I'm kind of in shock because I knew that was going to be good, right? Like I was expecting it to be good. Wasn't expecting it to be so good. Like that was... Birthday cake is now number 2 because that one, that interplay reminds me. It's like I like the Take 5, but I think like there are certain things about the Take 5 I don't like. That doesn't have any of that. I think that is a very solid chocolate bar, and probably thus far my favorite. Okay, now I've been recording for like 15 minutes. It's time for the piece de resistance. The reason we're all here. Well, the reason I'm here. I'm actually interested in looking up Hammond's. I don't know how they got whatever deal they have with my company, but it's one that I gotta peel open. Charlie, you won the golden ticket. Okay. So this is, as I said, white chocolate. So I was expecting it to be like the birthday cake one. Or, maybe, little expecting it to be green because of the, fact that it is key lime pie. I always, when I think of key lime pie, I always think of the Billy Crystal Oscars monologue for 2003, I think. It was the 2002 Oscars when Lost in Translation was up. He made a joke about Coppola waking Brando up for I'm blanking on the movie title. I am a terrible film bro because I'm blanking on the title because I'm thinking of it. But oh my god, Francis Ford Coppola directed the Vietnam movie with Marlon Brando. That is super famous and is like the Vietnam movie. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. I can remember a quote from it. I'm gonna Google this and I'm very embarrassed I have to do this. Apocalypse Now. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I don't know why I couldn't remember Apocalypse Now. It is in fairness 10:30 at night. And I have had a very long weekend. So anyway, the point is I've made you wait 2 minutes to find out. It's yellow. It looks like a stick of butter. It looks like a butter. It's a butter bar. This is a butter bar. If someone was gonna make a butter bar, why is it yellow? Why is it yellow? Green. Is a key lime yellow? Lemon. Lemon. If it was a lemon bar. I have to look up a key lime now to find out whether or not. I mean, I guess key lime pie is kind of yellow when you look at it. So I guess that's what they're going for. So I guess that's. I mean, it still seems like very much like a neon highlighter yellow. This is like This is the color of a legal pad. If you look at this. Anyway, I like key lime pie. Big fan of it. I almost had a key lime pie martini once, but the Outback Steakhouse I was at did not have it in stock. And then that same one the next year didn't have the apple pie. I got to try that, though, because I went to a different one in another state. But, yeah, so let's try it. This is wrong. This is so wrong. It tastes like citrus. I can taste the key lime. This is wrong. This is a chocolate bar, a crunchy chocolate bar, mind you. This is a chocolate bar. But I can taste the tart of my brain doesn't know how to react to this. This is wrong. My brain is not processing it. Because I can taste the tartness. I can taste the citrus flavor, the citrusy key lime in the chocolate. I don't really taste white chocolate. I'm tasting the key lime, which is just absolutely incredible. I like it. I mean, it's really good. I just, when you get a flavored, something flavored as, to something else that isn't normally in the medium that you are eating it or drinking it, it doesn't usually have, it doesn't usually get that, spot on. There's usually, it tastes like someone's approximation. No, this is it. This is just it. This is incredible. This is absolutely... I am floored. I am legitimately floored. I don't care if that's cringy to say. I am impressed. Hammond's candy. They knocked it out of the park with all of these. Frankly, with all of these, they knocked them out of the park. I'm gonna rank them, and they're pretty much in the order that I ate them, because this is the best one by sheer virtue of the novelty of it. Midnight Snack is next because it was really fucking good. Birthday Cake is next because it was also really fucking good. Red Velvet is next, and after that because it was good but not really my cup of tea. And the caramel was fine, but it was by far the only one that was normal. The only one where I ate that and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a candy bar. The rest of these? Game changers. Game changers. Let me see how much these were, because mind you, I get a discount because I work at the store. But $4.50. $4.50 is only a little bit more expensive than Godiva chocolate. Like, Godiva chocolate is like $4. Only a little bit more expensive. 100% better. Godiva, trash. Godiva's trash. Screw Godiva. Hammond's is where it's fucking at. Hammond's fucking chocolate is where Hammond's candies. It's handmade in the USA, Denver, Colorado. They are where it's at. I am gonna Google them now, because we have a bunch of other Hammond stuff in that are like other various like candy snacks. I just got the chocolate bars because I thought it would be cool, but game changer. This company, game changer. I am not sponsored. I would love to be sponsored by this company, because this is my mind is blown. My mind is blown. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to be back with more content soon. But I will leave you with this. They put key lime pie in a candy bar. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the channel. And if you'd like, you can also find my videos on any of these fine websites. And if you want to help out the channel, you can support us on Patreon. See you next time.